Clarissa, thank you for sitting down with us today to talk a little bit about being recognized as a student that's going to represent Gila Ridge on the 2022 Ready Now Yuma Billboard. First thing, what was your reaction when you found out that you were going to be basically representing Gila Ridge across the county?
Well, it's funny. I'm actually a student worker in the front office, and I just saw Mr. Weir pull me away from my office, and I was honestly a little confused at first. And then he told me, "Oh, you know those big billboards, by the freeway?" He's like, "Guess what? You're gonna be on it." And my first reaction was, "Wow, that's a big picture of me." And so yeah, I was a little speechless at first, but it's a really fun opportunity.
What'd your family say?
My family was ecstatic. They're like, my mom actually said, "Can I have your autograph?" Which is hilarious, but yeah, they're really proud.
So one of the reasons that you were picked is just because of the overall leadership and things that you've shown over the course of your 4 years at Gila Ridge. You were recommended by more than one person, which is pretty amazing. It's not the case for everyone that's picked. Sometimes it's only one. And they talked a lot about your character. Can you share a little bit about why someone might have said that about yourself?
That's funny. So usually my character, I'm a pretty bubbly person. I am more on the optimistic side. I just like seeing people smile, and I just want to spread my smile to others. So it's mostly just my optimism and just making sure everyone feels included, everyone feels great about themselves. It's probably my biggest character trait.
I know you're the president of HOSA, and
Yes.
that you went through the CNA program here. Do you think that some of those traits that you just talked about will help you in the medical field as you take on that career in the future?
Yes, of course. Optimism is very essential to the medical field, especially when there are a lot of patients that are losing hope on themselves or on their healthcare team or even on their diagnosis. So just bringing optimism and hope to others is really inspiring.
Can you share a little bit about that program here at Gila Ridge and what going through that did for you academically and for your career?
Yeah, so it's funny, I actually don't want to be a nurse. But through HOSA, I learned that I wanted to be a part of the medical field. Before, I wanted to be a marine biologist, so completely different career path, but it led me to a job that I can see myself doing until I die. I love working with people and I love science, and it just combined those two very well. And so the CNA program allowed me to experience clinical hours, so I got to meet real-life patients, hear their stories, their diagnosis, and it confirmed that I belong in the medical field.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Are there any teachers that helped you along the way, or that you would look back on fondly, maybe in the nursing program or in other classes that you had that helped you kind of get to where you are today?
Actually, I want to say all of my teachers. It takes a village to raise a student in this case, but I would have to say Miss Stock has been one of the most supportive. She's led me to push myself, be better, not take less than I deserve, and just keep motivating me to do better each day. I also want to thank the office staff. They've also been very supportive of my dreams, my career, especially Miss Campa. She pushes me every day too as well, and just makes me grateful for everything that I have.
So between the extracurricular things, the academics, and being a student worker, how did you find time to balance all of that successfully?
It was a rough start, for sure. It was definitely rough at the beginning, but I just had to remember what my end term goal would be. So I just had to prioritize some things, but seem to be doing pretty well now.
I chose Clarissa because she's one of those students that we want to keep around campus forever. She has integrity, perseverance, and determination. She is a young lady that I know success is in the future for her, even though when the chips are down, that she's always positive and with that great outlook in life. So Clarissa's definitely one of the students that she'll be unforgettable.
So what's next, the next step for you after high school?
Well, actually this fall I will be attending the University of Arizona in their honor dorms. So I'm very excited for that next chapter. I can't wait to actually learn more about my career and start, plunging myself into that. And then after that, I will be continuing on to medical school, where I want to be a neurosurgeon. So it's going to be a long 14 years.
Wow. Yes, I'm sure it'll be all worth it though. At the end,
Definitely.
yeah. So the last question I have, and this might be the toughest one, I'm not sure. When you think maybe 5 or 10 years from now about your time at Gila Ridge, what's a memory or a group of memories that you will look back on and kind of remember forever?
That's a very hard question. There's so many to choose from. I would have to say my best year would be this year, even though it's not over yet. Yeah, definitely my senior year has been the best high school year because I finally found myself. At the beginning of freshman year, I had no idea what I wanted to do, who I was. I was just a little lost. And senior year, I finally found myself. I found what I wanted to do. And some memories have been, sharing some laughs with the office staff. They're a hilarious bunch. So, and also, just engaging with my peers. I actually played in the Powder Puff game. It was an awesome experience. We won, by the way.
Of course you do.
Yes, and then another one would have to be traveling with my HOSA club onto Tucson, Phoenix, and competing.
Cool. Well, congratulations on this honor. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
there's many more for you to come in the future, and I appreciate you spending a few minutes to share it.